When you're in a session with someone, you gotta remember that they're gonna get there. If something sounds off or weird, give them like a few minutes, you know what I'm saying? Or like a second. Fucking stupid ass, annoying ass guy to be like, in the past, not anymore. I had to be like, hey, that note was wrong. And then I had to realize the hard way when I realized I was just like shaking up the energy to just be like, okay, they'll figure it out. The same way when I'm working on something, I'm going to figure it out. The same way when anybody's working on anything creative, it will be figured out over time. It will be ironed out. If you're in a session with someone and you hear some shit that's not right, let them work it out. And if it doesn't get worked out, just be like, yo, let me try something. And fix it yourself. The key in a studio session, in a creative space, is to make sure no one feels like their idea could be wrong, because then it's like not an open creative space. If you think someone's doing something wrong, don't be like, hey, that's not right, or hey, that's wrong, or hey, that could be this. Just be like, let me fuck with it and change it yourself. And then, you know, if it was intentional, then just like, my biggest rule in the studio is don't ever say no. If you're ever gonna say no, that's not good, no, that's not it, no, that needs to be different, any form of negativity in the studio, just cut that shit, because then it dampers the creative space and it makes it less free and less open. Just don't ever say no in the studio, ever, please. Another piece of advice that I've heard from one of my personal production musical goats, Cashmere Cat: you never finish a song, you only let it go. You could tweak it till you fucking die. Art is not about being perfect. Art is about expressing yourself. However that may come, however that may go. Leave the smudges, leave the humanity, leave the imperfections. You're never gonna get it back, and no one's gonna give a fuck like that except for you, because you know the ins and outs of everything. And people might have other qualms with it that weren't even anything you were like worried about at all. Like someone may like something a certain way, and then someone may like something another way. So it's like, why cater to anything? Just make it so that you like it and you fuck with it. Of course, if there are things that bother you in the mix or in the song, try to fix those. But you don't have to get it absolutely perfect. There's no such thing. Sound design nerds are gonna kill me over that. Engineering nerds gonna kill me over that. At the end of the day, it's just sound. It's just wobbly air coming out of a speaker. And you just make that shit how you want and put it out in the world. And people like it, they'll come to it. And if not, they won't. And it doesn't matter either way, because all you're doing is making wobbly fucking air.